Hey, what's going on? Welcome, fresh off the back of the Capcom Pro Tour France, Spain, and Portugal tournament this weekend. Myself, Logan Sama and Jammerz had the pleasure of calling the action, and we now have the pleasure of speaking to the champion, Mr. Crimson, who adds not only to his Red Bull Kumite title, but also a guaranteed spot at Capcom Cup 8 at the end of the year.
Yeah, man, it's absolutely thoroughly deserved. Fantastic. Again, ever since he made that transition to PC, Logan, he's been more enjoyable to watch. He's had much more fun playing the game. And again, he's breaking into that upper echelon. Heck, he's probably even there and ascending to even newer heights in the competitive scene for Street Fighter 5. And what better way to cement his mark and let everyone know that you will see him at the Capcom Cup finals.
One of the players also who, was so effective at implementing the new mechanics of V-Shift into his game, and it plays so much into the effectiveness of Dalsim, having another defensive option, not being tied into only utilizing his teleport, interruption buttons, backdashing, V reversals. It just adds something into the mix which you have to kind of plan for and look out for, and he's really embraced that a great deal. Although, to be fair, in this set he wasn't really relying on it too much, but the fear of it certainly plays into it, especially in a command grab character like Mika, as Luffy was using.
Yeah, for sure, and it's a case where that changed Mika's gameplay, and Luffy kind of said this and was lamenting about this a fair bit. It's like, where I have to make even more daring reads on offense. My Oki isn't the same as it once was, which you can say about a lot of characters. But again, like you said, Crimson seldom used it, and just the threat of it being there, even if he was going to V-reversal or not even use it, is what made Luffy change his mentality entirely and resort to other options to try and even close it out there.
Well, enough of our, postulating on what Mr. Crimson was thinking about and what his game plans were. We can just speak to the man himself, and I hope that we have him on the line, ready to go. Mr. Crimson, are you there?
I'm here.
Yes!
There we go.
Hello! Hello!
I hear Jammerz a bit low, but it's alright.
Well, I'll try and make sure that he shouts for you.
Okay, yeah.
Congratulations on your victory. It was very, very hard fought. You went to the loser's bracket quite early on against Akainu. Now, you did say that you were worried about facing him in a first to two. A lot of your games went to a fifth game in the top 8. Do you feel, as a player, you're more effective in longer sets?
Yes, 100%. And also, I think this is one of my best thing. I can adapt to my opponent, and my character is based on adaptations about how my opponent will deal with the matchup. He will jump a lot, he will dash, he will try to finish the poke, he will try to counter poke the poke, and that's why Dalsim is really strong on long set, I think.
Fair enough. I kind of got to look at Dalsim in a new light now. It's all based on adaptations there, and again, some of the matchups went to the wire, and some of the he completely steamrolled him. But my next question to you as well, Mr. Crimson, is you didn't use any of your secondaries, the Rashid or the Colleen. Were you 100% confident that Dalsim could take you the whole way in the tournament from start to finish? Did you ever think you needed to change one of your characters or to any of your secondaries?
I think in this meta of Dalsim is the strongest and the most complete meta of Dalsim, because, like you say, he has a defensive option, the V-Shift. So now, even matchup where he get killed by mix-up and stuff, he have another tools. So now I think there is really low chance that I counter pick, except against few character. If I can I do a bit of promo or something?
Please.
Okay, so tomorrow there will be a matchup chart about Dalsim on my Twitter.
Okay.
I will, don't forget to follow me, Mr. Crimson, and you will see who is the problematic character and who is the easy character. But right now, there is not a lot of hard character for him.
Very interesting. So you feel like Dalsim has a favorable matchup spread at the moment as the meta stands?
Yes, I think. Or even or favorable, yeah, most of them.
But nothing that makes you feel, because for the whole time of Street Fighter V, you've played with at least 2 characters. Normally, Dalsim and a grappler you've used a lot of the times. Obviously, we saw you with Laura, we saw you with G. G's not really there anymore now. You've always kind of felt like you needed something for those matchups where characters can get in on Dalsim. Now you're saying with this V-shift mechanic, it allows you to play in those matchups where before you were terrified of characters getting in and effectively just looping you to death.
Exactly. Before, I was putting my strategy on having Dalsim, the control character, and some kind of random character with I can just kill the opponent before he kill me. But yeah, now my strategy is to play Rashid as secondary. It works less well than G and then Laura because I don't know. It's hard to adapt myself to the character. It takes time. I will not give up on that. But yeah, on this tournament specifically, and same at the Red Bull Committee, I had 5-5 matchup or easy matchup. So I didn't need to use another character.
One of your really impressive performances was against Killzyu in the losers bracket. You seem to be very dominant there. Obviously, he's a player that you know he knows you very well. You know him very well. You were both on the same team. What do you think about Killzyu as a young player? And talk us about how difficult that match was to come out on top.
I think he has a great potential. I will look how we will do in the next CPT because he understands the game really well, and also he has something who is really important in Street Fighter is the discipline, and he can control his emotional decision. And this is probably one of the most important thing in Street Fighter V. He has a great potential, and I hope I will see him later in big events.
Fair play. Speaking of CPT, obviously this region has another opportunity. My question to you is, will you enter the second and final one, but only using Rashid?
That's a good, that could be a good challenge.
Oh dear. I just gave an idea.
I know there is money on the line, so
yes,
I will probably enter. Not sure, but probably. But yeah, why not do it with a secondary to warm up and practice and see what I can do if I can use it at the Capcom Cup, or maybe just with Dalsim and see what happens. It will depend a lot of the next tournament and how it goes.
We saw the NA East tournament happen recently as well. The name before yours in the Capcom Cup is Punk. Obviously at Red Bull Kumite, we had a fun rivalry building between you two. Would you like to play Punk again at Capcom Cup?
Of course, I will be really happy, and I'm looking forward to playing him again. Him and so many other players. Idom is a player that I want to play a lot also. I want a run back of the run back of the run back because I have a long story with Idom until Evo 2017, if I remember. So yeah, I'm just so happy to have qualified myself again. Even if I know it's online, but I done it, and that's enough for me.
I want to ask, because this is the first year that the Capcom Pro Tour events have been split into sub-regions within Europe West. Normally it's everyone playing each other, but this year around it was France, Spain and Portugal getting their own events. How important was this to you in terms of that stability of the tournament? And then also, as someone who's already at the top of the French Street Fighter competitive community, how important do you think it is to have these events so that we can see new names appearing in these top 16s that maybe would benefit from the exposure and the opportunity?
Yeah, that's a really great thing. Right now we can see players like Nasty Nas, I don't remember the top 16 exactly, but there is a lot of players in France that need to shine more. Adoluki, Cody, a great Cody,
yes.
And we have so many good players, even Freya, TK, there is a lot of players who need to shine more, and I think those events are a good opportunity for them also.
I have one more question for you. Obviously, Grand Finals was Luffy and yourself. Right now, if we were to run a team tournament with Paris versus Lyon, who would win?
Lyon, of course. I mean, yeah, they know it. Today was the proof. Like, and the Paris team is really strong. Also, honestly, like there is skills. Convi did really well recently. Akainu beat me today. So, but I mean, we are crazy in Lyon. Like TKR, Nassim, me. Who can stop us? No, so it would be really funny to do that.
I hope we can all do that offline very, very soon. Congratulations on your victory. I really look forward to seeing you at Capcom Cup. Not sure if I look forward to you entering with Rashid next time round, but I'm very interested to see how that looks as well. It's great that you are very consistent both online and offline. You've had results on both. It really proves that all of your hard work and dedication is paying off, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you offline again at Capcom Cup at the end of the season. Congratulations to you, Mr. Crimson. Thank you very much.